Hey, greetings, family. Greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First, Empress Razia Menin. Yes, family. One perfect balance. One perfect balance. So you're trying to balance between two screens. I got two screens running tonight. The one that's live and the other one right in front of me. Trying something new. Trying to get around all the technical challenges we be having. Not as much as before. Y'all remember we started with the old cell phone and the two close spins in the ironing board. We've come a long way away from there and be looking to make another step now. So it's good. But we gonna iron out the wrinkles. That's all you gotta do is just iron them out, add a little heat, make it all right. But greetings again and welcome to politically incorrect where we get it correct. If it's not correct, well just correct us. Simple. Call us, inbox, you know, send a message, DM, whatever, and make it happen. Definitely want to thank everyone for the support from the inception, who's been here from the inception. Tonight, I want to do something a little different. Want to turn this table around and open up the mic. Calling it open mic night. And that's primarily, well, for two reasons. One, the brethren that was supposed to be on just heard from him. Today is his son's Earth Day, and they're going out. They're having a little celebration. So they may not have, the stuff at home, the space, the time to the noisy party. So we postpone it till Wednesday. And, so shout out to the brother in Bahamas and his family and his son, Earth Day, entry day. Much more salute to him and his family. Wayne Dredd, I think, also had a celebration this weekend as well, along with Bonga Lights. Y'all already know. So shout out to the family on their entry day as well. And everybody else who's celebrating and giving thanks and praise this month. I know the Elder got one coming up as well. Quick, so the days be going by so fast. Like, whoa, before you know, a whole year done pass. But anyhow, tonight we want to open up the mic. Yeah, want to open up the mic tonight, family, and take some calls, man. Take some calls, and say what's on your mind. Say what's on your mind, man. Just say what's on your mind, family. Tonight is your night, dedicated to your night. Oh, by the way, shout out to everybody who supported the rally, the protest in Independence Square for the children. Shout out to all the people who organized it, making it happen. I was inspired. I was motivated. It was great. I saw some old faces, saw some new faces, saw some faces I would have rather not seen, but yeah, what can you do? Yeah, that's about you, man. Anyhow, it's always what it is. The reality is we all in this battlefield, so it's about forward movements. Just, know where you stand. That's what's most important. And I say that with all good intentions, family. So having said that, I'm gonna drop a tune real quick. Appropriately is just fitting for the evening too. I mean, like I can plan this any better. Shout out to the brother Ja Brooks. Shout out to his mom as well in Ghana. Zion. Yes.
When we look around, we no see the glory.
Volume.
Said them stable the economy, but the wage where them said can't feed we bikini.
Pull it. Ja Brooks, long time no here, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. You gotta come on, give us a live one of these next brother.
Them a say them are the best story.
Yes.
But when we look around, we no see the glory.
Tell a friend.
Them say them stable the economy, but the wage where them said can't feed we bikini. I wanna mash up our country and I use politics to try control we.
Yes.
Just say Jamaica no have no money, but you no run and fun, you no inquiry. So please say what's on your mind.
What's on your mind?
To be poor is a serious crime.
You ain't got no money, right?
What's on your mind?
You always find money to pay staff for inquiry, investigation,
say what's on your
reviews.
Don't you know to be poor is a
They don't have no money though.
say what's on your mind. Hey, reggae music a full lifeline. Me have to cry I water. Not through me hustle and me couldn't feed me dad.
Go tell a friend to tell a friend.
You love the master, which is I Selassie, I'm a shield and me anchor.
Yes.
Why oh why? Why for me people have to suffer and die?
Tell a friend, tell a friend.
Why, oh why? Somebody please tell me why. Me fed up on the life. Say what's on your mind.
Say what's on your mind, people.
To be poor is a serious crime.
Tonight is your night, family.
Say what's on your mind.
Tonight is your night, family.
Reggae music I bring in for your car.
Tell a friend and tell a friend.
Say what's on your mind. Don't you know to be poor is a serious crime?
So much going on in this land.
On your mind.
So much, family.
Reggae music.
Take the time to tell a friend, man.
Your priority is to tax the poor, and the real issue them ignore. When you plant a seed for sure, them send the copycats, them fi kick down your door. The copycats, them a kick down me door. See the copycats, them a kick down me door. The real issue them ignore. So me no know where them a kick down me door for. Say what's on your mind. Don't you know to be poor is a serious crime? Say what's on your mind. Them exploit the reggae music I bring in for them kind. Say what's on your mind. Don't you know to be poor is a serious crime? Say what's on your mind. Hey, reggae music I feel lifeline. Them I said them are the best story.
Yes.
Around we no see the glory.
Shout out to the princess.
That stable the economy.
Nine.
We are try yourself, can't feel the picking.
I love you too.
I don't know mash up our country. Not use politics we try control way. You said
Tell a friend and tell a friend, family.
no money but to no run.
Politically incorrect live and in your house tonight.
Say
what's on your mind, family.
Don't you
Say
know
what's on your mind, family.
it's a serious crime.
Say what's on your mind, family.
What's on your mind. Like we reggae music.
Say hold on. I feel like I'm gonna pull this in. I feel like I'm gonna pull this in, man. Just a little bit more, family. Liking the vibe, loving the vibe, family. Tell a friend, man. That kind of night, man. Say what's on your mind, family.
Them a say them are the best story.
Yes.
But when we look around, we no see the glory.
Let's see it.
Them say them stable the economy, but the wage where them send can't feed we picking.
Can't feed the children.
I wanna mash up our country, and I use politics to try
They're
control.
promoting the crime.
You said Jamaica no have no money, but you no run and fun, you no inquiries.
Yes.
Say what's on your mind.
Say what's on your mind, family.
Don't you know to be poor is a serious crime?
Say what's on your mind.
Say what's on your mind. Them exploit the reggae music I bring in for them kind. Say what's on your mind. Don't you know to be poor is a serious crime? Say what's on your mind. Hey, reggae music I feel lifeline. Me have to cry, I water. Not through me hustle, and me couldn't feed me daughter. So me go heal up the master, which is I Selassie, I'm a shield and me anchor.
Yes.
Why, oh why? Why for me people have to suffer and die?
Why, oh why, family?
Why, oh why?
Tell a friend,
Somebody
family.
please tell me why. Me fed up on the life.
Tell me why, family.
Say what's on your mind.
Say what's on your mind, man. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Open mic night. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Ja Brooks, I'm feeling this one right here, family. Let me put the link up as well. Y'all know how we do it already. We share the unusual tunes, man. The tunes you don't normally hear. Other than that crazy kill 'em up music, disrespect music, that kind of music. Wait, hold up. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, there it go. Yeah, man. Love is love. Ja Brooks. This is the brother that sang Angola, if you don't remember. Yes. Tell a friend and tell a friend. The mic open up tonight. Please go tell a friend and tell a friend. You know, we do this all the time, man. Whether it's WhatsApp or direct. If you want to call in, WhatsApp or direct, feel free. Feel free. If you want to come in the studio, just simply put it in the chat. I will see it. I will drop a link for you. Not a problem. Where do we start? Oh, y'all missed the rally. If you didn't go, you miss it. You miss it. It was electrifying, man. I mean, electrifying. It was just pure synergy happening. It was like, wow. Wow, the youths, man, the youth, so many youths, you know, the youth. Shout out to all the youths who give their edutainment, you know, they message through song, they message through dance. Shout out to all the youths, man, all the people, for sure. It was just that kind of thing. I saw some folks there that I saw at the last one. I didn't get a chance to speak to him, but I wanted to get a chance to holler at the brother. Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah. The minister, the minister from the DLP was there as well. I thought it was actually quite interesting that he should attend as a minister. He probably came as a father, though. I think anybody right now should have concerns. Who don't have concerns, then it speaks volumes of where you are within the dimension of things. So we who are aware, we overstand, so in no fault of yours. We know where you at. Shout out to the elder. I see you, Bishai. Greetings. Blessed love, Rastafari. Phil, shalom to you too, brother, man. It is that kind of night. Open mic night, Feel free to call in. Like I said, it's that kind of night. This is a night where we're giving it to you. We have a few things to discuss. And the brother said he's coming on Wednesday. The question was, who owns the crown that owns the land? I can't wait to have that conversation. It is, look, don't miss Wednesday night, politically incorrect. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Do not miss Wednesday night. The question is, who owns the crown that owns the land? We're going to chop it up. You're going to hear some stuff you probably never heard before. It's exciting times. You can't make this stuff up, family. You cannot make this stuff up. But I'm looking forward to that brother coming in and sharing. We got some sisters coming in as well. We got the other elder from the university coming in to drop the science as well. We got a full week going into next week. So tonight, we open up the mic. It is your night, family. Y'all have supported this program for quite some time. And this is Give Back Night. It is your night. Whatever's on your mind, call and make it happen. Plus, I got some ideas I want to throw by you. We talked about making this thing a network. We talk, but we ain't talking no more. So I want to throw some ideas out there. If you like it, call and let me know. Link and let me know. Put your comments, let me know. So, that's what we're going to do. So we were talking about, okay, so I got this platform here and I'm on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Okay, well, there's Tuesday and Thursday. And maybe I can kind of give up on one of the other nights for somebody else to come in and we could do a thing. Just making it a network, create the website, open it up, and use these mediums to just navigate people to the page. But check it out. So we're thinking about having a cooking show, a cooking program, I should say, where, somebody's in the kitchen, they're using certain products. We're cooking all healthy foods, preferably no pigtail, nothing sewing going on. But we're showing you the kitchen, the prep, the putting together, and doing a quick little something live, how you could cook a meal literally in 45 minutes. So this, because nowadays most folks are busy, they're going. They don't have the time like we used to have the time. We're living in the day of the quickening. So when you come home and you're hungry, you want something quick for you and the children, you got to be able to go in the kitchen, dice it up, splice it up, and make a meal. And you also got to be able to remix and make meals out of some leftovers. So we're trying to use what we have and see how we can create stuff. So we're thinking about doing a little cooking program, kind of using a lot of ground foods, natural foods. And I don't know if the folks will love the idea. If you think that's a good idea, you could let us know and put it in link. I actually have someone who I think would be great already. And, we're having conversations. So we're thinking about doing that kind of a way to eating healthier, eating better. And that's the whole idea. A well body is a well mind, well family, well society. That's what we're going at with this. Healing through food. The food is now our medicine. And that's where we're going with this, So let me know what you think about that idea. Put your comments. Like I said, call the numbers on the screen. WhatsApp preferably. If not, call direct. If you're local or international, the choice is yours. And give us your thoughts on that. Here's another thing we want to do also. We want to do a health program where we have a holistic doctor come on in, someone like the elder from Bishai from Yaramian that know the herbs and can reason. And there are other people, other individuals who have knowledge in this field in terms of identifying plants that you can boil for different illnesses. And although we won't be pushing it as medical advice, it is wellness advice, or I should say wellness information. So a lot of people know about the Sirshi bush. A lot of people know about the different bitters, clean up your system. A lot of people know about the what do you call it? The cenopods, women during a certain time. They know all about the lemongrass, the bay leaf, the lemongrass mixed with bay leaf. You don't know that one, right? You got to give it a try. Rather than buying a lot of these different fruit juices off the shelf. Some juices are okay, some are bad, some are really, really bad. So you got to be very careful what you choose. And so just, again, alternate ways to do what we've been doing, but efficient as well. So that's what we're going at. And so that's also another idea we want to do as well. Give us your thoughts on that. Let us know what you think about the idea. So we got the cooking program and we got a wellness program. And one of the other things we want to do, and Phil's going to definitely agree on this, is the money management Monday. Well, I said Monday because it's just an M, but the money management program where we discuss how to invest rather than save. They taught us to save money, save money, save money. How about grow money so you don't have to save it? So you grow the money, and the money you grow, this keeps on growing, so that you don't have to worry about saving what you have or only what you have, but rather allowing it to grow and invest. So it's a mindset. It's a mindset shift where we talking about building wealth and empowering people. Yeah, the elder talk about moringa powder and the seeds, the power of the moringa and the garlic. See that Justin, that already start, man. It already start. So the wellness program will be up and running because it already up and running. Speak up, speak out, speak your mind. I totally agree, family. Totally agree. Oh man, Stolen Africa. Listen. Oh man, how do I say this, huh? I guess I should just say one of our brothers recently had an experience where he's a tradesman. I won't give too many details unless he confirms that, but he's a tradesman, and recently his facility was broken into. It was broken into, I should say, and they stole a lot of the tools he would use for his craft. He's actually a joiner, carpenter, I should say, and the tools he would normally use in his workshop to make different furniture and doors, whatever else he would make. A lot of the tools were stolen. And so that has obviously set him back completely. He's one of our own members. So we got to find a way to see how we could deal with that. As a matter of fact, I just had an idea too. I know there's a sister right now that brings in a lot of equipment, tools and stuff. I'm going to check her out. I'm going to plug the two and see how we could try to help the brother out somehow. But it's not like a job for Black Lion Security though. So folks, if you're listening, Black Lion, I can make the link, tell you to and link y'all with this brother so you could go check out and see what y'all could do about that. Maybe you can recover some stuff, recoup some stuff, or at least solve the matter, if you know what I mean. Equality, freedom, justice, and equality. Remember that? Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do, family. But the brother, he's here with us and his family. So most strength go out to you, my brother. I can't imagine how that would make one feel that you lose all the tools you use to apply your trade. It must be a rough feeling. So, yeah, it's one of them kind of things, family. It's one of them kind of things, man. But we here to help each other as best we can. And so let's see how we can help each other as best we can. Yeah. So, yeah. So like I said, family, the line is open. It is your night. What is open mic night? If you want to call and sing a song, call and sing a song. You want to call and recite a poem, call and recite your poem. If you want to call and clear the air, call and clear the air. You want to share an experience, do so. Natasha, I see you. Greetings, family. I keep saying this young lady recently and her whole family. It just feels so amazing to see people from the program that you never knew before come together and just build that community, build that village vibe. It is such a refreshing thing. And although, yes, we don't always agree on everything. Some people think the earth wrong. Some people think the earth flat. Some people think the conscious community shouldn't deal with the church. Some think the church should have nothing to do with them. Last night, somebody asked me, what is libation? It looked like some voodoo stuff and all this. And I'm thinking, yeah, church again. But right now, a lot of these established churches, a lot of the traditional churches, I should say, the old-time religion, are on an all-out campaign to ban or discourage you or to label evil anything that is connected with African and African spirituality, which I find most thought-provoking because all religions found their origin in what they call African spirituality, which we know that doesn't exist. It's just spirituality from the beginning, what it was originally versus what it is now. And like the game called Pass the Message, where you start by whispering something to somebody and it goes wrong a room. And by the time it get back to you, it's usually something different. Well, religion has kind of followed the same pattern. It started one place, it went all the way around the globe, and it come back and it's like, wait, what's this? But there trace elements of the original still in it. So if you know the original and you see the trace elements, you can also spot the faults that might be present. You can't go wrong. But yes, hail up to Stolen Africans for sure. No pun intended. But yes, family. Yes, greetings. So that's what's happening. It wouldn't be fair to do this tonight and not say that Christmas, what we call Christmas, is coming up, and a lot of people are going around town buying up stuff. Well, I see a lot of videos of people in town going around town. They claiming that they're buying up stuff, but I remember going town when I was young with my mom, and for me, of course, it used to be really exciting because it's like, you get to do stuff, get to see stuff, and like, yeah, this is good, this is good. But unfortunately, it ain't the same no more. As a matter of fact, what I realize is that the videos they show, you see a lot of people, but what you don't see in people's hands are bags. You see a lot of people in town, yes. People walking around, yes. Streets kind of crowded, people butting about, yes. But what you're not seeing is bags. Not seeing bags at all. So I was saying to myself, but damn, this Christmas here seemed a little different, man. Because I know, I ain't seeing a lot of shopping, man. Like, I ain't seeing a lot of bags. Let me put it that way. So let's people ordering stuff online or swapping curtains with their family. The one live in the country, the one in the city, they just swap because don't nobody know that they just swap curtains with each other. Everybody benefits from our ignorance. Everybody. They give us everything we need while they get wealthy, and we just buy into all these cultures, buy into all these ideas. There's always something to buy, whether Easter, Christmas, Valentine. They always a ticket, they always sell it. Hennessy. Yeah, I said it, man. Hennessy artists, they never did nothing for the community to my knowledge. And if they did, that would be common knowledge. Yeah, man. I just saying, man. All these promoters, I mean, we promote Hennessy, these other places. We talk about Drac Salt. Don't even start me on that. Leave that for Wednesday. If you're going to start calling spades, we got to call all the 52 cards in the deck. We can't pick out the ones we want, the jokers. We can't pick out the jokers and leave the rest. We got to deal with it accordingly and give each one the value that it deserves accordingly. And that's just the bottom line, man. But at this point, we got to be honest about it and recognize that everybody benefits from our ignorance. You can find all the Congolium now. You can find everything. I mean, there are so many people. And they told the Indian community. And every time I talk to the Indian community, some Negro goes back and tell the Indian that Emmanuel racist. Which I think is funny. Because I be speaking the facts. I mean, people say that the Indians, they come on, they sell you all the stuff they got, all the nondescript, inferior brand stuff anyhow. They don't really sell nothing of quality, no high-end quality anyway. And we buy it because, somebody say, well, you can't afford this, so you buy it for the Indian man, so the Indian man serve a great purpose in the community. Man, even touching it, man. Everybody eats off of our ignorance as a people. I don't care what they say. And anybody who vexes me for saying that, that tells me that you is part of the problem. So you okay once you benefit from the ignorance of my people. But if I sell to my people that you benefiting from their ignorance, you vex with me. You ain't vex with you for doing it. You vex with me. Be vexed then. And go tell whoever telling you what I said that, at least click like on something and give me a little rating. I mean, they're watching anyhow. At least tell a friend and tell a friend. Make sure you share it, man. So you hear it from me directly. Tell them don't tell you. Make sure to click the share button and send it to you directly so that if you like my number right there, 246-838-8253, you can call me live now and speak your piece. You can even call from a block number. I put you on live. I ain't got nothing to worry about. Make it happen, man. Not a problem. The only thing I want for Christmas is to be more conscious. Oh, man. I like it. Yeah, Phil, I know that was definitely, I know you was going to like that idea. We got to deal with this thing on a serious level, man. Or people eating off of us. Wow. Somebody done hit the proverbial nail on the head. Wait till Wednesday, man. Wait till Wednesday. I'm telling you, man, don't miss Wednesday program at all. at all, at all. They all eating off the backs of our ignorance, and that's the reality. There's always something to sell you. There's always something to buy. You know, I don't see anybody going in the Indian community selling anything, and the Indians supporting that, paying off for it, let alone supporting it in any major way. I don't see it. If it happens, well, correct me. But apart from that, I don't see it. I don't see it, man. Don't see it. Do not see it. Speaking of see it, though, did y'all see this thing here, man? Let me pull this up. Hold on. Did y'all see this? Let me play this real quick. New Hero Square monument revealed. We loyal sons and daughters all. Listen, you cannot make this stuff up. I tell you, if y'all didn't see this, check this out, man. Because I don't know, man. Like, when are they going to look, man? This before I even play this, let me say this first. This is where the money going. They don't have no money. They never got money. But yet they find money to do things like this. Somebody got paid for this. Understand that. Just for this part alone, somebody getting paper. Listen, man. Let me put this way, man. Let me just play this, man. We always celebrate. There's always a reminder to celebrate your enslavement. They're not celebrating who you were before all this transpired and interrupted your experience, but they're always quick to remind you of your slavery, and they want to keep that in your face. Don't think of nothing else but your enslavement. We've come a long. This is the best part. We come a long way. Since when? By the way, since we were captured and mentally made slaves, because emancipation was the capturing of the mind. That's why when let me play this first, man. Let me save that part for last. Let me play this part first. Check this out, family.
Loyal sons and daughters all.
Hang on.
We loyal sons and daughters all is not only an iconic line of Barbados' national anthem, it is now also the name of this sprawling monument that will occupy Hero Square upon completion. The design, created by Vincent Jones and Hugh Holder, follows the Barbadian family's journey, past and present, and depicts the ancestral Barbadian families pulling apart the shackles and chains of their oppressive society. It tells the story of heroic families who opened the way for the modern Barbadian families to rise, and from them, our national heroes came into existence. Vincent Jones and Hugh Holder beat out 11 other submissions, including Kevin Talma, who got second spot, while the trio of Sheena Weeks, Israel Mapp, and Jamal Weeks was third. The event was truly a cultural extravaganza, featuring performances from Calypsonians Donella and the Mighty Gabby. Jones said they sought to give representation to everything the space encapsulates.
From the darkest parts of our history, when slaves were brought ashore here and auctioned, to when there was a cage at the top of Broad Street to hold captive slaves who had escaped, to the owners came for them, to remembering and commemorating our national heroes.
Babe, sorry, man. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Pardon me. I couldn't do it, man. I just got to stop here for a second. Yo, who this, man? Like, who this? And how? Look, you know what?
And then finally, to symbolize all that through a statue that represents the family.
Holder said the monument doesn't dwell on enslavement, but highlights those who fought against it.
So we see representatives of that ancestral Barbadian family represented here, pulling those shackles apart. So these are representatives of the original or ancestral Barbadian family, and we represented them pulling apart oppression, represented by shackles and by chains, which you see in the paving as well. From there, in the middle, our modern Barbadian family, the real heroes of our society, were able to rise, not only rise, but also rise above those shackles, now being the tallest, most prominent thing in the middle of the monument.
Minister of State in the Prime Minister's Office with Responsibility for Culture, Dr. Chantal Munro-Knight, noted the monument will tell the world how we want to be defined.
That in the context of independence and coming into our own self-determination, that we continue to define, that we are signaling to everyone and to those that visit that this is a country that understands fundamentally that we must have a country in which people can feel that they belong, not just a country in which they live, but a country that when they walk the breath of this island, that they can be able to see reflections of themselves.
The monument will take around 8 months to be constructed. Shane Jones, CBC News.
Listen, man, I gonna take a minute here.
We loyal sons.
I gotta get to it. Let me just go back to it real quick because I ain't gonna try to skip to it. Y'all saw this? When y'all saw this, how many heroes that money could have? Oh man, he is talking a lot of bull rubbish. Hello, listen, man. Hold on. Don't chew him up yet, family.
Sons and Daughters All is not only an iconic line of Barbados' national anthem, it is now also the name of this sprawling monument that will occupy Heroes Square upon completion.
Let me just stop real quick. Like I said, they always pushing this in your face: slavery, and the ancestors pulling away the chains, and I mean, so then I wondered to myself how unconscious people can speak of consciousness in an unconscious way to conscious people.
The design, created by Vincent Jones and Hugh Holder, follows the Barbadian family's journey, past and present.
It follows the Barbadian family's journey, past and present. So Barbadians' past is slavery. I just had to take a breath here, man. I had to take a minute here. Can I please have a moment of silence for the ancestors? Because I know right now they must be mad as ever. But then again, let me stop. Because if I'm going to be truthful, I got to be truthful. Because yes, there's the ancestors for the field Negroes, and there's the ancestors for the house Negroes.
And depicts the ancestral Barbadian families pulling apart the shackles and chains of their oppressive society. It tells the story of heroic families who opened the way for the modern Barbadian families to rise.
Heroic families who opened the way. I don't even know if I want to touch this. This looked like beer. This looked like prefab concrete, which I'm sure if it is prefab concrete, that this got Eminem written all over it as another way of giving him payout. I'm just saying.
And from them, our national hero.
If this is all concrete molds that got to be designed and built. And who got the space to build? I don't even want to touch it yet. Let me just keep.
Came into existence. Vincent Jones and Hugh Holder beat out 11 other submissions, including Kevin Talma, who got second spot, while the trio of Sheena Weeks, Israel Mapp, and Jamal Weeks was third. The event was truly a cultural extravaganza.
Let's get to the part I want to get to.
Performances from Calypsonians Donella and the Mighty Gabby.
I want to skip this.
Jones said they sought to give representation to everything the space encapsulates.
From the darkest parts of our history, when slaves were brought ashore here.
All right, stop right there. First thing first. The darkest part of our history when slaves were brought ashore. Like, somebody please tell me, who is this guy? Somebody please, who is this guy? I sincerely hope that y'all forward this. If somebody knows somebody, listen, go tell a friend to tell a friend that Emmanuel's sending this guy a message. I don't know which ship they took slaves off of. You must mean, what is it called? Royal Caribbean. That's the name of the ship, the cruise line. Royal Caribbean. Carnival. That's what it is, because that's the only thing you could be possibly talking about. Because ain't nobody from Africa came over here with no ship was a slave. With no slaves, bro. With no slaves. I don't know if you think we was running around Africa with grass skirts and bones in our nose or whatever that they just snatched and brought. They brought prisoners. They brought prisoners. They brought what they call refugees nowadays. They brought migrants who was changing geographical locations, perhaps sometime not voluntarily. But they did not bring any slaves. This is why they had to chain them. Because if they didn't chain the warriors was cutting off heads. Yeah. It was cutting off heads. That's the part they don't want to talk about. Don't nobody want to talk about that part of the whole experience. We always talk about the chains and the shackles, and nobody want to talk about the uprisings that happened and how these plantocracy owners could not sleep when the night come. They brought slaves. Let me hear what else he had to say.
And auctioned to when there was a cage at the top of Broad Street to hold captive slaves who had escaped to their owners.
Slaves do not escape. Again, they were not slaves. A slave ain't gonna run. A slave is a servant, and they do that. They serve. They do not run. As a matter of fact, if somebody come to do something to massa, they will run and tell massa, hey, massa, like what these folks be doing. Yo, they come in. They want to burn down we house. So this monument, I am sure. Look, man, back to the drawing board. You guys may have won, right? But you started wrong. And I don't know who you consulted. This is the thing again. You don't consult with the people that matter. Y'all have these ideas for money and a prize award. I didn't even know they had a competition to do a design for Hero Square, for Independence Square, whatever square that's supposed to be. Why you didn't put Buster right there with a general uniform on? You want to celebrate anybody? Why you didn't put Nanny Greggs right there with Buster? They always make us look like freaky people, man. And they got the Barbadians who, you know, would have. Oh, man. I think, you know what it is? I keep trying to interfere with their business. This don't apply to us. This ain't even nothing to do with us. This is about those. Hey, man.
Came for them to remembering and commemorating our national heroes, and then finally symbolize all that through a statue that represents the family.
Holder said the monument doesn't dwell on enslavement, but highlights those who fought against it.
So we see representatives of that ancestral.
This is supposed to be in the middle, a statue representing the family, right? And I yield the floor, man. I ain't even.
Barbadian family represented here, pulling those shackles apart. So these are representatives of the original or ancestral Barbadian family, and we represented them pulling apart oppression, represented by shackles and by chains, which you see in the paving as well. From there, in the middle, our modern Barbadian family, the real heroes of our society, were able to rise, not only rise, but also rise above those shackles, now being the tallest, most prominent thing in the middle of the monument.
I don't know. I'm sorry, family. Maybe I'm getting a little distracted here. I'm done with this. I'm done with this, man. That's where the people started counting from. You're correct. They don't even discuss what we were or who we were before that. They just stay. You got to keep remembering you are a slave. You're a slave. You're a slave. You're a slave. You're a slave. And you look how far you come, slave. Look how far we come. Slaves were brought ashore from where? I don't know where we get the slaves from. I don't know. Must be, I don't know. Must be Ukraine. Must be Crimea. Mr. Jacket and Tie, facts. Look, man, it's a fact, man. They don't want to have no truth spoken. That's why they have these events and people go. And this is why I'm telling you, man, they talking about those that was in the house. They're not talking about those in the field because we have a totally different experience. And this is why it don't even make no sense trying to reason certain things because they don't understand the heat of the sun. They don't understand it. They convince black people to put on suntan lotion. The gatekeepers. Look, man, I used to think they were gatekeepers. Honestly speaking, I used to think they were gatekeepers, man. But they're not. They door rugs. They door rugs, man, because everybody walks over them. But then they want to tell you that you can't walk on them, which is funny because the system, right? The same oppression he talking about, respect the warriors more than they do respect the doormat, you know. Trust when I tell you, they respect the warrior way more than they respect the rug because they know you a rug. They know you a rug and they going to keep walking over you. The warrior, they going to have to keep saluting. I ain't saying they like you, and that's all right. It might be mutual, but the respect is demanded, and they know that. And the best part is they give it. They give it. So why you shoe shuffling and chucking and jiving? Come out of her, my people. Come out of her, my people. Bottom line. Anyhow, like I said, the phone line's open. 246-838-8253. Feel free to give us a call, WhatsApp or otherwise. And I know how this is go usually. I do know how this go usually. Usually. The earnest folks will inbox me and tell me the questions, or they'll call me after the program. I can call you, but I ain't want nobody to recognize my voice. I be like, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop that. You don't have to stop it. That's all right. That's all right. Gideon's army was interesting because the story of Gideon's army was, the battle of the Israelites always in the battle. Always the children of Israel and El. The children of Israel and El. Yes, the children of Israel always in a battle. Always. But check this out, though. Gideon's army, the father said, well, hear what happened in Gideon. I know that everybody want to fight, but the truth is a lot of them scared. And God is not unreasonable. God said, tell you what, go answer the ones who are afraid to acknowledge themselves. And out of 32,000 people in the army, 32, almost 33, listen to the numbers carefully. 32,000 people, 22,000 said they were afraid. Look, I ready to fight. I want to fight. I ready to do this thing. But truth is, man, Emmanuel, man, I don't know if I could do that yet. And what God said, here what? Tell the 32,000, those who are afraid, which became the 22,000, go home. That's all right. You go home and you just gonna be with your family. Go on home. Then it was 10,000 left. So Gideon was like, yeah, I can work with this crowd right here. That easy. Although the army they were going against was about 130-something thousand. 130-something thousand. He was like, damn, man, like, I don't know how I'm gonna work that out, man. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. So guess what? The father said, well, look, carry nobody water, they're thirsty. And do me a favor. Although you got 10,000 men, Gideon, and I know you're trying to do your thing, the reality is that's even still too much. Gideon said, too much. He was like, yeah, man. Can't anybody water. So, you can't man nobody water. They went by the water. I see you, Daffodil. Can't anybody water. And now watch how crafty the father is at discerning where your heart is at. The men walk for days after the other 32 went home. The other 22 went home, 22,000, because obviously now it's only a few, and they're trying to find and put in work. They're going to carry all the extra load, all the extra artillery, whatever. So each man carrying more weight. They're tired and thirsty, no water. And they finally come across some water. God said, go over there, you're going to see some water. Not a mirage, the real deal, fresh spring water. So when tiny men see the water, they may start running. So look, bam, 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 running. Some man dive in, some man flip in, some man head first, some man drop down and drink from the face. But a few good men pull up to the scene smoothly, took a knee like a good fighter ought to in the middle of a battle. And rather than be completely submerged with the events going on, they was focused and watchful. So rather than go to the water, they scooped the water up and brought it to them, still being vigilant, recognizing that you're still on the battlefield, man, in the game. And they took the water and they sip, yet still being cognizant of what's going on around them. And here the father tell the general, here what's going on, right? You see that man there, that head down in the water, ain't even looking wrong, ain't got a clue, done drop sword, done drop whatever, and then checking. You see that man there? Send them long home too here. Trust what I tell you. But you see that man there, them special 300 man there with the one knee down and the one knee up. You see that man there? It's them I want. So you understand that everybody can't do the same thing. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But imagine you got an army to fight about 130 something thousand people you got to go and fight. And your army that was 32,000 now reduced to 300. Which means that every man got to deal with about 400 people, 400 plus people. Give or take 400 plus somebody. You can work it out. Let me know your numbers on the screen. 300 man down to 32,000 men down to 300. And each man now got to deal with an army that's 130 something thousand. But the standpoint of this story is what I'm saying to say that man can only do but so much, but relying and submitting to divine order, allowing the will of God, because only God could do, the Supreme could do what man can do. So in these times, we got to depend on the Supreme. We can't put no trust in man to hold you and keep you safe, or a woman to keep you safe. Your faith got to be exercised through your actions by that divine force that guide you. Rastafari, give I and I the strength and the glory to push forward. I can't speak for nobody else, but that's the only way I could do this. And I give thanks and praise. Real thing. All right. I see you, Mr. Smith. This is on Facebook or this is on WhatsApp? Look, I hear wasting my time, cha. That's Todd Ford. I wish Todd could elaborate on that a little bit. Many are called, but the few are chosen. Well, like I said, man, it's open mic. If you got something to say, okay, I see you, Dwayne. Let's call in and share your thoughts, man. Mr. Todd, give me a call. Oh, wait. Facebook message. Messenger. Let me check the message real quick. Give me a second. Oh, this might be the politically incorrect messenger you're referring to, not my personal page. All right, give me a second. Let me check it real quick. Okay, 3 messages. All right. I am not seeing. Oh, wait, no, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Not sure why. You say you sent it on Facebook. I'm not seeing it. Let me check again. Somewhere else. I may have another account. Oh, yeah, I got you. Okay, I give thanks. But you know what? I'm glad to hear that. And it probably does mean well. I don't doubt that at all. But this is my issue, you know, and I say this to people all the time. The road to hell is paved with such good ideas, man. And this time we got to know where we at, because the system was more than willing to use you accordingly to push their plan and their agenda easily. So if you got links to the brother right there, direct pass, look, give him this number, tell him give me a call. Real thing. He might go edit that statue a little bit, a little revision. I mean, one already. He might go do a little revision. If you're going to tell the story, let me tell half the whole story, not half the story. Like Bob said, half the story have never been told. Man. So the key is to make it happen, family. Like I said, so much things going on in BIM right now, it's not even funny. So much stuff going on around the globe right now, it's not even funny. So much stuff going on in the region right now, it's not even funny. So we really don't have the time to be, you know, splitting certain hairs. There's some things we got to get right, and we got to get it right now. Right now. You know, right now. So it's unfortunate, but right now America is struggling with unemployment like never seen before. Unemployment And the thing is, even homelessness is it's such a major thing right now. Is like they don't even know what's liable to happen next. And I don't know if we looking at it like that as well, or we taking it for granted, but man, I don't know. Paying attention right now is like a whole different program, man. It's like anyhow. Yeah, I see you. I got it. Janelle, I see you, family. How are you? Long time no see you here. Long time no see or hear. What's this? Okay, WhatsApp. I tell you that, man. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Yeah, I gonna reason with the brother about that. I definitely will. I definitely will. As best we can. Yes, family. So, like I said, we want to use the program, the platform to do a number of things to make it more educational. I agree. Totally agree. Totally agree. Like I say, man, we want to use the platform as a way to enlighten and bring knowledge to the forefront, and that's the main key. Because right now, there's so many things going on all across the board. One of the things I definitely want to push to, you see this thing with the school, and some of y'all would have been to the rally, some didn't go to the protest rally. But you see this thing with the school, the idea of homeschooling has never been more needed than before. And by homeschooling doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have your child at home. There's some private groups and private movements that are creating institutions that are designed in essence, like homeschool, except it would still go like they would normally go to school. Some are physical, some are virtual. And the idea is to have children start to enroll in these programs and these initiatives so we can focus more on building them to be leaders and not what you see right now going on. I mean, you answer children in school right now, it's just crazy. And the people say, yeah, children always say they don't like school, they don't like school. Nah, though. It's deeper than that. It's not even about them not liking school. It's the fact that so much stuff is going on in these schools that children are aware of, that the parents are not aware of. And every week you're hearing somebody being bullied and getting bullied. And even up to the day, another woman was telling me her child getting bullied. Up to last week, I got 2 separate calls, which I thought was crazy, about the same thing again. Children being bullied at school. Is like, where does this end? Where does this end? Where does it end? You know what I mean? We saying that we care, but where does it end? Where does it end? Where does it end, family? We saying we care, but where does it end? A lot of our children having challenges at school and the school environment. They can't learn because obviously that's a distraction and can't do it. So we got to find a way to deal with this thing differently and help our young people. Not everybody is going to be able to do it, but we got to find ways to help each other. Homeschool, we teaching them the same trash we being taught the lies. Well, I'm not sure, Drev, you mean by that one. Homeschool, we teaching them the same lies. Homeschool is the way for sure. Like I said, the institutions that have curriculums that have been drastically changed and tailored specifically to bring out the leader in the child, to bring out that wisdom, that knowledge in the child, and they're not designed to simply pour information in and have them repeat it on the test. So I'm not sure if that's what you meant at the time by homeschooling. We're teaching them the same trash we've been taught the lies. But like I said, there are institutions like Sankofa University, shout out to Sankofa University, by the way, that have specific designs tailored for that purpose. It's a matter of us to put these things together, put the right people in the room and make things happen, because there are things happening. There are things happening, and we just got to keep working together and keep pushing this thing together, push this thing forward as a mean of urgency, as a matter of urgency. I had some freak wind around my home yesterday. Not just the beginning, man. Don't mind the wind. Don't mind the wind. That is just the beginning. Just the beginning. They say when the people fail, right, the rocks go and cry out, the elements go and cry out, man, because everything is divine order. We just seem to think that we got it figured out, and we ain't got it figured out, man. Let me check which one. The politically incorrect. Wait, hold on. Where we at? Okay, I'm looking for it. All right. You said you sent me it to politically incorrect inbox. I'm checking. Yeah, but the homeschool family, I mean, a lot of folks say they're for it, a lot of folks say they're against it, but all right, both. If you're not mindful, we'll find ourselves falling into the same pitfalls, not recognize that the elements are speaking, man, and we got to learn the language. The elements are speaking, and we got to learn the language. All right. So that's the gist of it. Like I said, there's a delay on here, Dwayne. So I'm not sure that's a response to the earlier question, or this is related to something different that you sent me. In any event, I am not saying a new message, just for the record. But let's stay focused and do what we got to do, family. Let us stay focused and do what we have to do. Let me check this real quick. All right, got that covered. So the interview we had with the elder Bishai from Yarramin a couple of weeks ago, what happened basically was it was taken down on Facebook temporarily during the program, and I just got the message yesterday that it was released from the review they were doing. So that is back up and running. If you didn't see the interview with Bishai the elder from next door, Yarramin, you can go and check it out on Politically Incorrect Facebook page. It is up and running for sure. Can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong. In case you miss it, this would have been from the 23rd, I think it was. I remember what date it was. But it went back to December, or the 2nd. The 2nd. And Stepping into the Light. It was a program that he has on the radio in Yarramin. And we streamed it live on Politically Incorrect platform. It was very informative. Very, 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 very informative. Like I said, if you missed it, go check it out. It was one of them programs that you definitely got to tell a friend. One of them programs. You can't go wrong. So let me just put that link up here if I can. Let me see if I can paste it. I think this is it. I could be wrong. I hope this is it. But if that's not it, you could just go check it and see. But if you missed that one, definitely go and check the elder. That was historic. You know, the first time we actually stream a radio program live via Politically Incorrect. It opened up so many different doors, gave me so many different ideas. It's like, you know what? We could do something with this, you know. So like I said, they got some ideas we want to run on the program. We want to do a cooking program, how to cook better, how to eat to live, not to live to eat, using a lot of natural, holistic foods, especially those perhaps if we can get them to be pest-free. Chemical pesticide-free, I should say. And because, you know, a lot of chemicals nowadays, man, we got to find a way to do it. And there's little subtle ways you could cook and try to use the best of the worst as best we can, if that makes sense, until we could do a lot better. We also want to do a program where we deal with wellness in terms of medicinal things to utilize. Again, it's not supposed to replace any quote-unquote medical advice, but rather promote wellness through the use of herbs in different ways to treat perhaps, or to give relief, I should say, not to treat, because you got to be very careful in that arena in the words you use. to bring perhaps relief to some discomforts and dis-ease that one may be having. So read between the lines. And the other one is Money Market, Money Making Monday event where we can double M, where we could, well, the other double M or triple M, Money Making Mondays, perhaps, I don't know. But that is to find ways to grow your money until we can do differently. It's not even about the economics per se, but it's about the economics per se, and find ways we can do things differently to develop that relationship that we need between the finances and our community, because usually we're the ones that lack it. And you find that crime is related to that, or they like to think that crime isn't, but this thing called poverty is by design. It's not an accident. They got money to build rockets and all kind of crazy stuff, and there are people starving and homeless right in America. So if America ain't checking for their own, imagine we down here. So we gotta check for our own and find ways to help each other by helping each other grow and investing in different areas that we can generate the income we need to do other things. So that's what it's about. So yeah, give me your thoughts, family. Give me your thoughts. It is early in the month for Barbados to be experiencing chilly nights. Have you all been experiencing chilly nights? I see you, Jacqueline. Love and light to you too, family. Greetings to you too, Farah. Isis, I see you. The chemtrails capture video all last week. Sure. Y'all been feeling kind of cold? How things over there in Yarmi and Elder? Is it cold down there as well? Babylon scared, but them can't stop the judgment. Frighten them. I will frighten them. Give the teachings of His Majesty. We now want the devil philosophy. Cha. Outside it be so cold. She said outside it be so cold. The youths need the teachings for real. Chilly nights is by design. It's a core, yeah. So wait. So I ain't gonna front, man. Even I pulled out the blanket the other night. I had to roll up myself looking like I don't know, yeah. It was a bit nippy for sure. I could admit to that. Some of us might be more fortunate than others and may have the ability to curl up onto some warmth. Not all of us have that. So it's the blanket time then. It's time for the blankets, man. Time for the blankets. Pull out the blankets, family. Outside getting cold for real. But all these things are all part of the whole process because, you know, the season and things changing. So staying awake and paying attention. Okay. Paying attention is the thing, man. Paying attention is the thing. That's what's up. Okay, see what we got going on here. Okay, I see you. I see you, family. Got you. I got you. I see you. I give thanks for the message too, by the way. I give thanks. And like I said, you can connect the dots and let me see if we can have a dialogue. Look, it's just communication, you know. Once we can communicate, we good. Communication is the key. Is the key. Monica said the nights are very cold. So everybody have cold nights, huh? Yeah, it's lower. Well, let me ask a question, Bishai. This weather, does it affect the crops? Of course. So early. Winter. We never had to discuss fall and winter in the Caribbean. But it looked like we're going to have to discuss fall and winter in the Caribbean, man. It looks so. Our emotion, I totally agree with you. They got money for all these things, but the brother said distractions, right? And although I agree with the brother as well. A lot of these things are I was on the 2 blankets. You crazy. A lot of these things are truly distractions, and we got to definitely stay focused and not be misguided to look left when we should be looking right. You know what I mean? Always remember that they don't just do these things randomly. They're by design for a purpose. Always a purpose. Always a purpose. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, I was paying attention, man. But yeah, the monument, the new Heroes Square monument. Hey, anything to keep people busy in the, what was it in Rome, the Colosseum. Keep you busy in the Colosseum while Rome slowly burns down from within. By the time people realize it was too late. Let me get this one here though. Did y'all what? Hold up, question. I gave y'all a video link last week. We talked about sovereignty to some degree and the birth certificate and your status. And a lot of folks call me afterwards asking me for the link for the video. Did y'all get a chance to watch that? Did anybody get a chance to watch that? And if so, what are your thoughts? Are the chilly nights unusual? Always cold and chilly this time of the year. But Barbados doesn't have any mountains, so Barbados doesn't have any mountains. You know, it's not that kind of place where we have mountains, but it doesn't get unusually cold. But lately, it has been feeling a bit cold. Usually gets cold in like January, you know, but early December, I don't recall that either. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't recall early December being as cold as it is now. Could be wrong. Yes, Elder. I don't know, man. Cabbage family in the cool season. These weathers, it been really. Man, look, I don't have a reading, but I can tell you for a fact it seemed a lot colder now than it used to be. That is what I noticed. So we gonna see. We gonna see. Let's give it another week or two and see if it changes or it gets worse. I should say worse. If it gets colder, because that's not worse. It's just colder. Is what we do during that time that make a difference. Boy, I tell you, these days are some funny nights. Anyhow, what time is it? 12 after. 9, almost 9:30. Well, look, let me wrap this up, family. Thanks for sharing the time and energy as usual. Thanks for the messages, all of them, and I see them here. I got a few here in my inbox. I don't know what I'm going to do about that other situation that I just got a message on. I would call you and address that personally. But family, a lot of our youths are being bullied. A lot of our youths are being pressured, and it's not always in the best interest, for them or the other student, because they usually get out of hand, as we see recently, all the videos and the fighting and stuff. So we got work to do, family. Ella said we have the best. We have the best. We have the best. Okay. We see your profile pic. Elder, we see your profile pic. I see you have your Christmas tree already, Elder. I see you have your Christmas tree already. Is that your Christmas tree in the profile pic, Elder? Let's ask him. I'm asking for a friend. Yeah, look like your Christmas tree, man. Unbelievable. My, those are some large decorations you have there. Anyhow, family, I give thanks, man. I give thanks. Jackie, see you. See the work you're doing. Keep doing it. Keep doing your thing. Salute to you. Let me pull this one up. Pull this one up. I ain't hit this joint in a minute. In a minute, man. It's big tune here, man. Big tune. It's only right we start with one. We can start. Let me not pull it yet, man. Not yet. But yeah, family. We heal nations all the time. Yes, indeed. Shout out to the brother that's joining us here. Peace and love. Islam to you, brother. Halam. I feel so, Halam. I honestly feel that that's a fact. I think that a lot of that aggression is a result of that same jab. Yeah, I definitely think it's crazy. But definitely, peace to you, Vaughn, for sure. And anyhow, family, like I said, Wednesday we have an interesting program. Brother coming in, talking about Crown land. Who owns the crown that owns the land? Before we go ahead and talk about we have state land. Well, the state can't inherit. The state cannot legally inherit stolen property. You see? So we're going to discuss before the state get their clause in it, this thing called Crown land and who owns the crown that owns the land. Wednesday, 8 p.m. Do not miss it. Tell a friend that this is what's happening. You know what I mean? Let it be known, family. Let it be known, family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Hey.
That's right.
Angola.
That's right.
Angola.
There's no state.
Angola.
There's a crown, though.
Angola.
It's not what you think, family.
Angola.
They do not own the crown.
Angola.
Crown actually belongs to the people.
On the fire from Babylon. Not take no chat from Babylon. Cause a you corrupt, you get a youth, we do no wicked act, do no Babylon. When me walk, I trample down Babylon. Talk and ride down Babylon. Who know what ways they have with your clans and plans. Want come trapping the man, who no think, who no can come take from Africa, from me again.
You can't take the land from us again.
No can come take from Africa.
You're not taking the land from us again at all,
Who
man.
no think, who no can come take from
You
Africa.
can't take the land that belongs to the people.
No, who no
They
can
try to sell the people
Africa from we again.
and call it land tax as rent.
Religion you bang down a Lebanon.
Nope.
Yourself and a blame Afghanistan.
Nope.
We do no tricks and cons. Implement a plan. Then you go dig down Saddam. We see you a draw nearer and nearer.
We see you.
I'll mama got na go share ya.
We see you.
Oh, me nah get scared. We defend the square. Oh, Pasha Shaman.
Rastafari.
Can come take from
Yo, man,
Africa. From
I gotta pull that tune again, man.
yes,
Can't take it
Rasta.
again, man.
All them black people that belong to Africa. So I say we're gonna keep the giddy and the hot.
It looked like we gotta get Vaughn in this conversation on Wednesday, yeah. Looks like we gotta get the L on the conversation on Wednesday.
Hey, Angola,
You're more than welcome, L.
Angola, upon my African Angola,
Discussing this thing for real.
Angola,
Barbados.
Angola, Angola,
Home of the divine beings, man.
Angola,
Home of the bearded ones.
Angola.
You know who we are, man.
Me burn the fire from Babylon. Not take no chat from Babylon. Cause a you corrupt, you get a youth, we do no wicked act, do no Babylon.
Yes.
When me walk, I trample down Babylon. Talk and ride down Babylon. Who know what ways they have with your clans and plans. Want come trapping the man, who no think, who no can come take from Africa, from me again.
This is a new day,
Oh,
family.
who no can come take from Africa, from we again.
You were once lost,
Who no think, who no can come take from Africa, from we again.
but now we are found.
No, who no can come take from Africa,
Was once blind,
we again.
but now we see.
Religion you bang down a Lebanon.
Now we see.
Yourself and a blame Afghanistan.
Yes.
We do no tricks and cons.
Yes.
Implement a plan. Then you go dig down Saddam. We see you a draw nearer and nearer.
What you bringing?
The Isle mama got now go.
See what you're bringing with the alphabet crew.
Oh, me now get scared.
Now I get scared.
This square. Pasha Shamala.
To Shashamani land.
Come take mama.
You gonna defend it.
From we again.
You gonna defend it.
Think you no can come take mama Africa. From we again.
Sovereignty is sovereignty.
No, you no can come take
See the flag right this, all right?
from we again.
That we dealing with, family. Sovereignty.
Take mama Africa. From we again.
You don't know, now you know.
Them no like when we are dinner the hills. Them want we stay up to pay them bills.
Not paying the bills.
When you think say you save, you are save little cabbage. Them alone a count off the mill.
Pay attention, family.
And tick reggae beat. Make me skank off the shoes off of my feet. I get 3 Peter touch, 2 Bob Marley, and the little berry sound sweet. You no can
Right.
come take from Africa, from we
Stay healthy, family. Stay
again.
conscious.
You no think you no can come take from Africa, from we
Yes,
again.
indeed.
No,
I
no
am the
can
land,
come
I am
take
that
from
I am.
Africa, from we
Rastafari.
again. You no think you no can come take from
I am that I
Africa,
am.
from
Know
we
yourself, family. Know
again.
yourself,
So
family.
the bingy man a call
Angola.
Angola,
Jab Brooks.
Africa, Angola,
Big shout out, my brother.
Angola,
You and the family, my brother.
Angola,
Shout out to moms as well.
Angola,
Out there in Ghana.
Angola,
Zion.
Angola. Me burn the fire from Babylon.
Red Hot.
Now take the chat from Babylon. Cause a you corrupt the ghetto youths, we do no wicked up, do no Babylon.
Up in the youth.
When me walk, I trample down Babylon.
Yes.
Talk and ride down Babylon. You know what ways they are with your clans and plans. Want come trap bingy man, you no think you no can come take from Africa, from we again.
Aile.
Haile
Rastafari.
Selassie, you know. Devices and to roll on the fire show.
Jeez. Let me just let this in the background softly, man. The family is all good. Give thanks again, like I said. After I see you. Alam, that's the love, family. Is this we dealing with right here, family? Wednesday, the brother. Look, I can't even wait. Look, Yo, this thing happening, right? It just feels so good that brothers could dwell and reason and unity and love and bring this thing together from all over the world. It's come together from one consciousness, a whole different level, family. 9 ether beings, man. Different dimension. All they're trying to do is drill this slave thing in your mind. Family, we were never slaves with that. Never. You can deal with it though. Wednesday, family. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull that post up real quick. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Let me see. Where you can find that? Oh yeah, right here. I got it. Yeah. Let me go share this real quick. Wednesday, we got the brother coming in from next door. He coming in from next door. Brother Lincoln Ben, he coming in from next door. Who owns the crown that owns the land? Bahamas in the building, family. Bahamas is going to be in the building. Check us out on Wednesday. This ought to be very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. So pay attention, family. Just pay attention, man. Just pay attention. Yes. Tell a friend and tell a friend, family. Dwayne said he has 2 questions to the people. Hold on, let me put it up, Dwayne. Hold on, let me put it up, man. Who should be the person to be chosen to do something as impactful as a monument? Should it be directly or black people of color, or white from here or here be included in that creation? I like the question. Should it be us or them who's involved in this kind of thing? Let me say this really for the record, right? And I want to be clear and be clear on this. We don't need no monuments at this point in time period. Because the monument would imply that we are reflecting on what was. The problem is, and I've said this countless times, slavery began on the day of emancipation. Because prior to that, we knew we were prisoners. We were always shackled. We were always fighting, trying to find a way out, the oppression and the prison and the captures. When they took the shackles off and said, "But yo, don't miss Wednesday, man. I'm telling y'all, man, don't miss it." When they took the shackles off and said, "You're free to go," go where exactly? Because no one left. Well, I should say no one. Let me not say no one. But the remnant of what happened right then in terms of working for your previous colonizer, who is still currently the colonizer, just through a neo system instead of the original system, a revised version of it, so that the new generations who have never studied don't know it. Well, guess what? We don't need a monument. We need liberation, family. So if they're not talking liberation and restoration in a conversation, I don't care who having it or who's been chosen. They can't. That's why reparations ain't getting paid. That ain't happening. Unless they're talking liberation of the people, unless they're talking about restoring what was taken from the people, primarily the land, and then making restitution for that through redress, a grievance, and then we get to the reparation, then we could talk. But if the conversation is not restoration, a redress of grievance, or liberation, I ain't want to hear nothing about no monument. Because how you celebrating your enslavement when you still enslaved? You follow me, my brother? So, Dwayne, I say this out of love, bro. I say it out of love, full respect. I say it out of love, man. We still on the battlefield, brother. We ain't got a thing to be celebrating right now. Our children, matter of fact, the fight has now arrived at the doorstep of our children. They're taking the fight to the schools behind our backs, attacking our children while they're at school with all kind of nefarious questions and questionnaires, and everybody sitting back doing nothing. And the church, the so-called Christians, that's the one that got me. They're quick to want to condemn everybody else for the drinking and the partying and the men up on the blocks and this and that. And these let me use them words on this platform. You trust me watching, so I don't. They went up in the schools, man, behind your back and totally mentally rape your child with a bunch of invasive questions about homosexuality and all kind of wafflessness they asking the children. Because if you go to your workplace and ask a woman those questions, that's considered sexual harassment. But you asking 11-year-old children these kind of questions, but if they play with themselves, that kind of stuff, man, something. And the churches, nobody in, there's only a selective few folks making a noise. A lot of people don't want to lose that pick, right? A lot of people don't really care about that because, I should say don't care. They do care. Perhaps they don't know how to say or what to say. But anyhow, that's my position, my brother. We don't need no more monuments. We don't need no monuments. We need liberation and restoration and redress of grievance so we get this thing on the road. We know what we got to do for ourselves. We don't need no statue to celebrate our enslavement that they call slavery and how far we have came since slavery. We should be proud of where we are today. You tell a man to pull up himself by his own bootstraps, which is funny, and the man walking barefoot. You use a joke, man. It is a joke, my friend. But anyhow, thanks for joining Politically Incorrect. I don't know, this name doesn't seem familiar, Mrs. Smith. I don't know if this is your first time here. If it is your first time, I'm thanking you for joining. Thanks for sharing. And I appreciate your contribution. We all do. Tell a friend and tell a friend. And we have many other episodes to go and watch. Be edutained, man. Anyone you pick, you will learn something. The comments alone, the family on here, this like a college lecture right here. This is like a university lecture. I should get a doctorate for this, man. The PhD come from the family. You get it? The PhD come from the family. We's one, man. The brother just said it. We's one. I give thanks, man. Love and light to you too, family. And that's right. We're taking it all back. All back. Not some. All back. Yeah, I saw the message you sent me, Dwayne. I saw it. We were always here. I see Vaughn know what's going on. I see this gonna be great, man. This gonna be great. This gonna be great. This gonna be great. Inbox me, Vaughn, for sure. For sure. Only wanted other opinions on as mine is not falling off for things are trying without truly helping the people. But I agree. I agree. I totally agree. Daffodil, trying to protect. We've been got to protect the family, man. You need food, shelter, some money to spend. I understand to get it already. The reparations, the LGBT. What is it? LGBTQ. I don't never remember that. I don't know how y'all remember that. Y'all got me beat bad with it. But I don't even remember them alphabet letters, man. Will not succeed in BIM. Look, on the real right, Aaron, I ain't no lie. I don't have nothing against the alphabet crew, you know. Like I ain't got no problem with them. Like I overstand that whole thing. Like you know, so you walking on the street and you see a little roach or something. You step over. Look, I'm a farmer. I ain't a farm. More often than not, you see centipedes. I just step over and keep moving. I know they serve a purpose. So long as centipede does what it's supposed to do amongst itself, that's it business. See when it start to infringe on what you're dealing with, then that's only when we got a problem. Other than that, I ain't got no issue with that at all. But anyhow, we gonna reason, man. The Ellis said play that Jabrooks again. Cha, you don't know. I cannot not play that one time. Cannot play them tunes one time. You're mad. You're mad. Cannot play them tunes one time, man. It's only fair. It's only fair, man. It's only fair, man. Let me pull it, man. Man, for the elder, for everybody else, man. All right. Well, I give thanks. I give thanks for joining us. Give thanks for being a part of us, Dwayne. Welcome to the family. And the family is all love. Y'all know how we share love on the family, man. Y'all already know how we share this thing, man. Family on YouTube as well as Facebook. Give thanks. Make sure y'all make Dwayne feel comfortable. As a matter of fact, Dwayne, all right, I ain't gonna say it. I'll just send you a message when I come off. Welcome to the family, Dwayne. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Word. Sick. They sick, man. They sick, man. That problem still is solved, man. It even got worse now. Believe when I tell you. Worse. Time longer than twine, though. Give thanks, though, Dwayne. Give thanks, man. Yes, family. Tell a friend and tell a friend, family. Y'all already know, man. Bishai, you got to shout me tonight, Bishai. Shout me. Like I said, family, on Wednesday. Marcy saw my frustration recently. That's interesting. I find that interesting. This thing been going on for a while, homie. And you know what?
Them always stay up to pay them bills.
No.
When you think say you're safe, you are safe, little cabbage. Them alone account up the bills.
Enough is enough, family. Wait till Wednesday, I'm telling you. Join us on Wednesday, man.
Shoes off on my feet.
That might be excitement, not frustration. Believe you me, man. I know too much to be frustrated, man. Believe you me. I be trying to suppress them. Family, I see you. Shout out to the three angels you rolling with. You know who I mean. You think they can come and take it again? Call Angola. Alangola. Yes. 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 Facts. 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 Yo, Von L. Rastafari. Yes. Go away.
As a you corrupt, the ghetto youths, we do no wicked up, do no Babylon.
We know.
When we walk, I trample down Babylon. Talk and ride down Babylon.
Yes. Haile Selassie the First, Empress Reserve Men and Family. Please, God. One perfect balance. One perfect balance, man.
Devices and to on the fire.
Oh, give thanks, family. Give thanks. Give thanks. Said she enjoyed the speech on Saturday. Well, I don't know if I call it a speech, man. Just for sharing my thoughts, family. But I give thanks for the support, as always. I give thanks for that. There's a few videos circulating. Someone said I should post some on the page. Man, I can't even believe this, man. I feel a little camera shy. You can believe that? Oh, man. It don't make no sense, man. Don't make no sense, man. But anyhow, I'll put up some on the page, on Politically Incorrect page. I'll post a few. And for those who didn't get to see it, I'll try to share some from my brother Scanterbury and brother Abdul. Abdul was amazing. Scanterbury. Big up to Abdul and Scanterbury for sure. Apostle Leroy Scanterbury. Also the brother that sang the song for the children afterwards. I forgot his name. I think it scared them. I could be wrong. Mighty people, man. The sister teacher spoke. And also the lawyer that spoke. The other two sisters that spoke. The brother that opened it up, Ryan. Listen, man. Bonga Spears. It was all the people who came and did the edutainment through song and dance. It was just amazing, family. But that's just part one. That's just the beginning. And look out for this coming to a neighborhood near you soon. Because this thing going on the road. It's going on the road, man. Peace and blessings to each and everybody. Blissfulness, upfulness, joyfulness. Blessed love, Rastafari. Wednesday, family, 8 o'clock. Tell a friend to tell a friend. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, tonight was good vibes, man, as always. I thank you all for taking the time and sharing your energy, and your synergy while we're in this reality going forward. Because we can't go back. We're going to get it together, family. Not a matter if, just a matter of when. I salute everybody. One love.